Hello everybody, it is Wednesday as we know because it's what sold and what I sold this week, and we all want to know what I sold this week and how much money I made this week. It's a very gloomy day, very gloomy after all the weird. We've had a really weird weather. We've had rain and then wind and then sun, and then now it's just overcast and icky. But anyway, it's 2:32 in the afternoon. I spent the morning taking lots of photos and putting it on my group with my sister's group. I'm in my sister's group, the Brooch Queens. It's on Facebook if you want to go there. The link's down below. I just put a heap of jewellery. A lot of it was from my junk box. A lot of it was new stuff I just picked up recently. The rest of it was from my junk box that I thought was junk that I was going to just like auction off. I was actually going to donate it first, and I thought I'll auction it off because people like that sort of stuff to make things. And then I realised a lot of it wasn't even junk. A lot of it I don't even remember seeing. So it must have been a bag of stuff that I threw in together. I didn't even look in it. So I've listed all those this morning, and then I went, haven't even been to the shed. I really don't want to go to the shed today, but I have to. Then I went to Salvo's, and then maybe I went to another op shop. And maybe I had my shirt on inside out all that time, but fortunately it's one of these shirts, so you can't really tell. It's like that on the other side. Yes, I'm that person that doesn't check her clothes are on the right way around. And it wasn't until I got to two op shops and one Bunnings, in the middle of Bunnings, I'm going, damn, I put my shirt inside out. Just had a go. The girl said, couldn't tell me. My granddaughter and her friend were here, and I said, you couldn't have told me? No, we didn't notice. I said to my husband, you couldn't have told me? Oh, I didn't notice yet. That's how much people look at me. If someone had pulled me up, I would have said, yes, it's just a little, what do they call it when they do little tests on people? You know what that's called? I had it in my head before and it's gone out of my way. Anyway, I was going to say to them, yes, it's just a test to see how long it takes for someone to tell me I've got my shirt inside out. Anyway, no one did. But anyway, let's get to this, and I'll tell you what I got sold this week, what I made, and then I'm going to show you some of the things I got today. And one of the items I got today I'm super excited about, and I didn't even know what it was till I'd paid for it and got in the car. So I'm super excited about that, and I'm going to show you something else I feel a bit ripped off with and the story behind that. So if you want to hang around, you can. I don't know when this will be released, later this afternoon, this evening, depending on how fast my service is, because lately my service on my internet service has been super bad. Telstra and Optus both, and we're stuck with both. We have got no choice but stay with them until it ends. But anyway, let's get started on what sold. You know what I didn't do? I didn't add up. Okay, this week, my car, I forgot to add up the cost, and I haven't even added anything up to it, but there's going to be $150 for my car this week. I just haven't worked out where it's coming from. I think one of them is going to be, I don't know. Anyway, $150 is going to my car, which means my car is I'm going to have $2,650. I've actually got a little bit more because my mother gave me some money ages ago, and it was getting ripped off by the kids, so I ended up putting the rest of it in my bank. So I've got a little bit more than that. But $2,650 is what I've made by buying stuff to resell. As of last week, it was $170 is what had cost me to make the $2,650. I'll add a little bit more later, so we're looking around, say maybe a $200, a little bit less than $200. That's going to be the amount that I've spent to make that much money. I bet it's moved again. Little sausage should stay in one spot. Okay, so let's go, guys. It is nothing exciting to report that I can think of, but let's get started with this, and then we can get on with that, and then I can get my other stuff done, get to the shed and do fun stuff like packing stuff and measuring stuff with somebody. Okay, lithophane. I did a quick shorts on this a week or two back. The lithophane Chinese set, Asian tea set. I picked that up probably a year ago at Viddy's in Austinville for $25. They just put it on the shelf. I walked in and went, I want that. They had to pull it all off and wrap it all up again. I didn't unseal the whole lot to take a photo of the whole set together. I just took a photo of some of it, and you can see it here. I got $140, well, someone paid $140 plus post. $97.33. It's probably about $95 because I've paid a few dollars extra postage, but I got the post. Yeah, it was a little bit out, but with my discount it worked out well. So $97.33, 95, probably about $95 is what I made on that set, and it's good. It was a beautiful set, and you can see the picture here with the see-through, the lady see-through. Go back on my shorts, you can have a look at it better. It was just nice. It's nice to get rid of. I've got rid of a few like that, and another big thing this week. So I've got 2 extra boxes and extra space in my shelves, which is great. It's not going to stay, I don't think. I think I'm going to keep going up like this to make it stay there. Okay, well, I don't know if this was Murano glass or not, but I wrote down Murano in question mark. You can see that. Eventually, finally, got an offer of $30, which I took. So I made $22.98 on that little glass. So those bright coloured orange and greens and all that sort of glassware, there are collectors out there. There's collectors out there for everything, isn't there, really? So that was good, that went. Books are slowly going out. I was going to stop buying them, and I keep promising it. If you watch yesterday's video, you'll see that my husband's just walking by. He's emptying out the oil. These Pearl books, the unicorn books, actually went to a lady called Pearl, so she must collect things that's got Pearl written on it. I think I paid about $2 for them. Anyway, I made $23.06 on those. It's nice to see my book spaces in my books. I'm getting a few spaces in my bookshelves now, which is great. These Peter Alexander pajamas, PJ shorts, I've had forever, probably over a year. Finally got rid of them. $23.06 is what I made. And the spoon and fork, mate, I tell you guys, look out for these wooden spoons and forks. This is my third set. It was my biggest set. It was the set I sold them most for, like $40 I sold it for. Only paid $5 for it. I think it was $5, $5 or $6, but anyway, it was super cheap. The third set I've sold. I'm going to always keep an eye. I'm going to grab any type of the wooden spoon and fork sets, because people like the younger people like to collect them. And so I made $29.74 on those. The Law and Order set was a good sale. It only cost me $7.50 for all these, but I have had them for a long time. They came in that huge haul at the beginning of last year, sometime middle of last year, sometime when I got all those DVDs really super cheap. I think that's when I got those ones. And $32.87 is what I made profit wise. Don't know if I'm going up or down. Yeah. Okay. The dog mug story. Okay, it's only a little bit of profit. It was only $11.84, but the lady who got it sent me a message. She was so happy because she had one exactly like that when she was younger, and she saw it and she wanted it. So she got her dog mug back. So she was very happy. This is the sort of stuff I love. I love getting those messages saying thank you, because that's brought back a memory. And I love selling memories, as you know. Okay, the elements. And if you're still here, guys, and you are into all this sort of stuff of what people buy and sell and what I find and all my adventures, and please hit subscribe and especially the like button and leave a comment. Thank you. Just a quick reminder, because I know that sometimes I watch videos, I watch YouTube, and I'll have to go back and press like because I'm so engrossed in what they're doing. I forget to press like and I feel bad, so I go back and I find their video again and press like. Sometimes I comment and forget to press like. So anyway, just don't forget to do that, please. Okay, the 5 elements of writing. Now I'm pretty sure I got these from the tip shop. Probably only paid max $2 for them. I made $23.06. Might as well go through everything because it's not a great deal here. The Strike Back DVDs, $1.50, made $16.59. Not going to bother with the book. One of my little books, the little penguin books, I sold another one of those the other day, released super cheap. Only made $5, but it was good. Okay, another story. The Rosingal large jacket. You know, I'm trying to get rid of my jackets. This person had a few questions to ask about it and eventually bought it for $30. Made an offer of $30. I took it. I had it on for more, but I'm happy to get rid of it. For $20.98 I made on that, which is great. Only cost me $5. And then they sent me a message saying how wonderful the jacket was and so happy they were with it and blah, blah, blah. So that, again, makes you feel good knowing you're doing something right. I sold these Lego Ninjago. Yeah, these books. I sold these books. They probably cost me maybe $1. There's always buy them in bundles from my usually cheap shop. $22.31 I made on those. I won't buy them again. They sat for too long. Even today, there's books in the helicopter shop. They have all the books, kids and adult books, a bag for $5. Kids books a bag for $3. And I looked at them and I went, no, do not do it. So I didn't. Could have, but I just want to get rid of what I got. And then maybe once I've got rid of most of these, maybe I'll get more books. Or maybe when I get rid of these and then I've moved into a real house, then I'll probably get more books. Okay, little video here. Let's watch this. These were a vintage pair of RJ's airbrushed on one leg, leather motorbike pants, broken buttons at the top which could be repaired by a leather repairer person, sold for $38.95. Profit was $28.95. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, because I forgot to press record on this part of it before, so this is take 2. I just thought it would be a good idea for you to see those pants, because I had sold them and I was packing them up on the day, so I thought, you know what, I like showing you things in person, and I actually have nothing else to share with you in person other than something else coming up, which is no interest, and that one as well. But yeah, I'm not back at the shed yet, so I can't be bothered with that one either. But we're going to continue. That was a good sale. It wasn't a great deal. The little thing was broken. The little yeah. Anyway, you probably already mentioned that. So let's forget that, because I don't know what I'm going to say in it yet. So I'm still doing this video. I'm still editing. Okay. I'm not editing. I'm making the video now. I'll be editing after. Okay. The Hanimex camera, I paid $5. I think I paid $5 for it. I only made $16.60. Don't know if it's worked. Most of my cameras, I don't think I put it on this one. I don't know if I put untested. Most of them I put untested in the header. I don't know if I did that in this one, but I thought I actually took most of these film cameras down, but obviously not. Okay, the Soul Sparrow dress I bought last week for $4. It was definitely one worth looking for. I made an offer of 35 because I had it up for 40. I had quite a few watches, and this person obviously bought it because it's already gone. $26.36 is what I made on it, so that was good. Keep an eye out for that brand, guys. I always look at brands and I don't know when I'm out shopping, and I do some Googling and all the rest of it to see if it's worth getting. Sometimes I just get them because they're different. But that was definitely one to look out for, Soul Sparrow. If I ever do another ebook, I'll add it to it. Whatever happens. Okay. Harry McClary. I don't know how much I paid. $15.45 is what I made. I undershot myself, I know, but like I said, I want to get rid of the books. That was a really good set. It was like such a clean set too, and it had the mini books with it as well. The pirate ship. My goodness, am I glad this is gone, because it has been a bit of a thorn in my side, because I thought it'd be something that would sell really super fast. I've had it for about a year, or probably a bit over a year now. I was with my son up in near Brisbane somewhere when I got it. I did pay $20 for the whole box at the time. I think it was I can't remember what shop it was. I visualised the shop. I can't remember what it was called. It was on Bribey Island, I think. And I paid $20, but I'd already sold some stuff out of it, so let's say $15. So I made $28.50 on that set, and it was a paint pack, but fortunately I had a monitor box. It was a perfect length for the ship, and the rest of it managed to fit around it, so that was a good box to keep. I've become a bit of a box chunky. Oh, I was at Bunnings today. I'm never going to get boxes. It was in my head to get boxes. Oh well. Yeah, I've become a bit of a box hoarder. Yeah, it's shocking. I've always liked boxes because they come in all shapes and sizes, and they all come in handy for something. Okay, the nylon floral petticoat was a stupid buy. It was so pretty, but I paid $5 for it at a young lady was selling a lot of her vintage stuff. I think this is the last thing I got off hers that I have sold. Yeah, like the rest of all sold, the shoes and everything. So $14.85 is all I made, but it's still waiting to be paid. The BASF VHS, new, sealed. Even had the plastic around the top till I dropped it and broke the plastic. Now I've got to wait to see if they really want it or not. All the inner ones are still wrapped, but the outer wrapping had broken. It already had a bit of a tear, which they knew about, but then I dropped it and broke it completely. Anyway, we're waiting to see if they reply. The flame shirt, which I've got to get to the shed and pack today. These flame shirts, my friends, are definitely worth buying. They were really popular in the early 2000s. So YK, was it? Y2K? Really super popular. So I've sold 3 or 4 of them now, and every time I see a flame shirt, I've actually got flame shoes listed and not moving yet, but the flame shirts always sell. It might take a little while, but they always sell. So I did that, $29.82. Now we're going to go to the last thing that I wanted to share with you that was a really good sale. I'm going to show you that right now. Remember that fruit that I had listed and I sold half of it? Well, I sold this lot for $35 the other day, so I have made a really good profit of, I don't know, but I'll write it up here because I forgot to check. But yeah, I've made a really good profit on this fruit. That only cost me $5 for the whole lot, so I'm very happy. And this is just me being silly, as always. So I presume, because I haven't edited this video, I presume I may have over-talked on that one. I think I did. So that was a really good buy. Keep an eye out for those wooden fruit. Don't know what I'm saying in it right now because I still haven't edited, so I don't know. Okay, everything cost me $97.50. $544.50 is what I made. $99 go to eBay. eBay must, oh, can you imagine being Mrs. eBay? Like the people that own it, the wives that sit there on the island getting their pina coladas handed to them and their massages and their facials. Anyway, we're doing it the other way, aren't we? We're doing it the hard way. So $544.50. Pretty happy with that. Now, out of those items, I think the lithophane may be one of those. No, I don't know. I've got to work out. I'll write it up here what items I decided to use for my $150 because usually I've done that and today I've forgotten to do it, and I'll work out which ones I'm going to use for my car. So there's $150 going on my car. Which items it's coming out of, I don't know at this stage. It's week 12, by the way, of my car funds. Sold a couple of things this morning as well, so that's good. Okay, so that's done. Are you still here? If you're still here, please say, I don't know, boxes? Say boxes? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go now show you what I got this morning at the op shops, right? First op shop I went to, it's got the thing that I really want to show you. So excited about that. I'm going to tell you the story about the last shop I went to. The last shop is my favourite op shop. But when the woman is there, the woman that is my nemesis when we're looking for jewellery in this town, the manager's not well, and he was there for a few minutes, and I walked in there, thought I don't really know to go in here, but I have to go over south because I had to go to Bunnings to get sandpaper for Mr. 13 so he can paint his bike, because Mr. Old Man Boomer bought sandpaper for him 2 days ago and can't find it anywhere. So I went and got him some more sandpaper. That's why I forgot the book, and then I forgot the boxes, so I'm annoyed. But anyway, this is the last option I went to. The rest of them I'm going to tell you in a minute. I got this really gorgeous little vase, and it's old. It had quite a few bits of glass stuff, but I really like that the vase. I like the feet on it. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but you know me. And they had a pile of records, like I'm talking records this high, and I'm like, yeah, and I dove straight in and I was grabbing all these records, and I'm asking for a box to put all the records in because it was only the try that, see if that works. It was only the manager that was there. Then next minute she comes in and she goes, hello, and I'm going, oh hi, and next minute he's going, I don't feel well, I've got to go, and I'm like, damn. And at that time, I'll tell you, I was getting all these, go back into my story, getting all this pile of records and, you know, all this sort of stuff, the little tiny singles and stuff. Got a huge pile of them. Got them carried them all over the desk, 2 loads. She brought the box out. She says, you know, they're $5 to $10 each. I'm going, nope. So I had to delete some more, put them back on the shelves. And she started going through them. She hadn't gone through them, see. And the manager goes, oh, these weren't donations. These were what we bought. So he's the manager. I thought it was his wife, but she's not. She just, he knows he knows she does a side thing as well, because I buy stuff off her sometimes. I'm sorry, I'm fiddling with this. It's annoying me today. So I deleted my big pile of records and my big pile of singles down to this many because they wanted $5 each for them, and I felt obligated. I didn't want to look like an idiot, and I felt obligated. And at this time I was thinking, I hope he doesn't leave yet, because he would said I would just do a deal, but because I took so long looking, she was at the counter and he was gone. So I paid $2 each for the singles, but I got Wham, Wake Me Up When You Go Go, and I got Stevie Nicks, and we all love Stevie Nicks. I mean, her style is just like to die for. And I got a Split Ends single. They had Elvis and Hank Williams, and they just had so many great albums there. The Seekers and so many, but not for $5 or $10 each, knowing that they probably paid hardly anything for. They probably paid $20 for the whole lot. So I thought, no, I can get these later on myself, and some of them I actually already have in my collection up north. So I did get Dolly. I know there was a couple of dollies, but I really like the colos on this dolly. There was a couple of them there that I really wanted to get only for the cover, the picture cover. I ended up getting Willie Nelson. There was 2 Willie Nelsons, but I got the young one when he was younger. So yeah, 1979 this one is. A lot of Christmassy ones. That's probably going to sell quite well, Christmas one. And then I got this one, which is Fleetwood Mac. And look at Stevie. She's just gorgeous. Look at her 1970s dress. It's just gorgeous. Look at it. So yeah, I got that. I know we'll sell them. I hope so. That's a 1977 one, that one. I mean, I wish it hadn't been so expensive. I would have got a heap of them. I got Bon Jovi. And this one is, I don't know what, 1986. And I got Duran Duran, which is 1982. But I definitely would have got a whole heap more. But yeah, I feel a bit ripped off, to be honest. Like, but you know what? I'm not, because I always make good money out of that shop, so I shouldn't feel that way. It's like more of a donation for the stuff I got cheap. Anyway, the very first thing I saw when I walked in was actually a vintage jacket by Mr. K. Mr. K, I've got quite a few of his in my collection. Well-known fashion fellow in the 80s. And so yeah, I got a Mr. 80s, 90s. I got Mr. K jacket. It's just a little overthrow. Probably had a dress with it at one time. I'm sure someone will like that. Then we'll go back one shop, because I want to show you my favourite thing last. That's from the first shop. I ended up getting something where I said I wasn't going to buy, but I did, because you know me, what I say is not always true. I ended up getting a pair of Thomas Cook pants. Ladies pink ones this time. Now I sold the red ones last week. I've got blue ones still, and these are pink, and the comps were pretty good. They might sit for a little bit, but being this sort of bubblegum pink, they might sell really fast and well. I think they're a size 12. I'm not sure what size they are, but they had a really nice pair of yellow jeans, and I can't remember what they're called. I'll pop it up here. Look, I did a quick Google on them to have a look to see if they're worth getting. They were worth getting, and these were only $2, and they were only $2 too. When I got them to the counter to buy them, I realised they had a lot of marks on the legs, like might have been grease marks, and I think they're going to throw them in the bin now. And I'm like, damn, I should have just said, look, I'll take them anyway, because I really don't want them going in the bin. They could have been cut into shorts or anything. Too late. But I also got this for $2, which is a whole set. It's the parachute, the parachute fabric jacket. Forbidden. I think that's an older label. I don't know it. I don't know how. It might not be. It might be a newer sort of old, modern looking vintage. You know what I mean? Vintage, modern. But these are definitely older ones. The pants. They don't go. They're two different labels. The colours are exactly the same. This is a vintage Busy brand. I don't know the brand, but they were made in Australia, because for that reason alone we know they're vintage. So yeah, they actually had them sold together. And I only paid $2 for those. So that set was only $2. The pants were only $2. I thought there was one more thing there, but I can't remember if there was. But too bad. Anyway. So the very first shop, one of my favourites, is Salvo's in this town. Not all Salvo's are the same. But guess what? My grandson, who's up north, he's starting to mature. And he's suddenly realised that it's better to go to op shops to buy clothes than buy brand new clothes. He's actually realising that money isn't so easy to keep and hold on to. So I'm so proud. So he went to Salvo's in his own last week and got some clothes. So I'm very, very proud of him. It's rubbing off. Anyway, I got this to hang on the wall. So it did cost me $4. I'm going to have a house one day with so many signs all over it. Seriously, I'm going to have a stupid sign and tell everyone if they feel stupid to grab one. I feel like there was more I got there, but maybe not. Anyway, maybe it was. If there is, I'll put pictures at the end. But they've got a whole table full of Queen and Prince and all that royal sort of magazines and books and all that sort of stuff at the moment. Let's wait for it to move. But I ended up getting only one lot, and I got paid $5 for this lot of magazines. And the only reason I did that, because I know I can get $5 just for one magazine. So it's all, I think it must be, I don't know, I presume it's all Princess Di stuff, newspapers and magazines and stuff. So even if I put $5 each on them on eBay or whatever, a little bit extra to cover the fees, I'll be laughing. The last thing I got, I did not know anything about it until I picked it up. I saw this sitting there like that, right? That's all I saw. It was a fairy book. Put it in my box. How much is it? $2. Bonus. I hope that doesn't peel off that. Anyway, I got in the car before to have a look at it, like a quick look, like, you know, open it up, look at the beautiful pictures inside it, da 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 da. And I'm looking at to see what date it was. No, oblivious to the whole world. You know where I'm coming from? Saw that. It's a Folio Society book, guys. It's my very, very first Folio Society. If you can come across Folio Society books, you've got to nab them. You've got to nab them. These can go for really, really good money. So I'm so excited. That's my excitement for the day, was this Folio book. If you go on to Aussie Thrifters, they've been selling quite a few Folio books. I know in America, a few other places people I've watched over there, they picked up the Folio books and sold them on for good money too. The only issue with this one, which is no biggie, a little bit of damage on the outer box. So I was stoked with that. That's what I wanted to share with you mostly. Anyway, I'm going to go now. That's the end. I'm going to edit and I'm going to launch this video so you've got something to watch later tonight when you're having a dinner. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you got to the end, remember, say boomer at in the comments till I know you've made it to the end. Say boxes and boomers. Boomer boxes. Boomers, just say boomer and box. Box and boomer. Box and boomer? Boxing boomer. No, just say boomer. That's fine. All right, I'm going. Bye.